In moments of crisis, real heroes emerge. They shine like beacons in the darkest of times, reminding us of the indomitable human spirit. As someone wisely said, it is better to live just one day as a hero than to squander an entire lifetime as a coward. Israel embodies this very sentiment today. Recently, Hamas made a grave mistake by launching attacks on multiple fronts against Israel. In response, they chose not to back down, and the nation decided to return fire with unwavering determination. What's remarkable is that despite internal differences, the entire nation rallied together when terrorists aided by external forces with vested interests attacked their homes. The unity displayed in the face of such adversity was awe-inspiring. Yet, as Israel seeks justice and defends its homeland, there are crucial lessons for our Bharat as well. This unfolding story of valor and solidarity between two nations teaches us that in times of crisis, the human spirit can overcome any challenge. It reminds us of the true meaning of heroism and underscores the power of unity. As we delve deeper into the narrative, let's uncover the valuable lessons that Israel's unwavering stand offers to the world as well as to our nation. Like they say in Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. It's a universal truth that resonates with Israel, where every citizen lives by this very maxim. What can this small, dynamic nation teach a vast and diverse country like Bharat? The answer lies in the vital life lessons that Israel has to offer. In Israel, it's a matter of pride and duty to serve one's nation. This principle knows no boundaries of origin or ideology. Virtually every able-bodied Israelite has stepped up to the occasion, from the son of PM Benjamin Netanyahu himself to a journalist like Hanania Naftali, even opposition leaders like Naftali Bennett, who was once the Prime Minister of Israel, and well-known actors like Leo Raz and Edan Amidi, famed for their roles in series like Fauda. They've all rejoined the Israeli armed forces. Their mission? To eliminate Hamas terrorists and rescue as many hostages as possible. This is unity at its very best. As someone once said, if there is a war, there is a war. In Israel, the sentiments ring true word by word. It's a nation where solidarity isn't just a word, it's a way of life. This unity is evident in the response of the Israeli opposition as well. They wholeheartedly accepted PM Netanyahu's proposal to form a unity government. This government, comprising politicians from all corners of Israel's political spectrum, stands as a symbol of a united front against the so-called might of Hamas. Hamas, with nothing but the support of deranged activists and a handful of nations aiming for Israel's destruction, faces the unwavering unity of the Israeli people. In a world often divided by political ideologies and personal interests, Israel's response to the threat of terrorism shows the power of putting the nation first. It teaches us that when facing a common enemy, personal differences should be set aside for a while. Amidst Israel's remarkable display of unity, a pressing question lingers not only in my mind but also in the minds of many fellow Bharatiyas like me. God forbid, but could we witness similar examples of unity if an incident like Israel's were to occur here? The answer is both yes and no. Let's consider the 26/11 Mumbai attacks as a case in point. Forget the opposition, a group of individuals, from figures like Digvijay Singh to Mahesh Bhatt, left no stone unturned to propagate the belief that the terror attacks were the work of Hindu nationalist faction. Had it not been for the brave ex-soldier turned ASI Tukaram Omble's daring intervention, these forces could have even succeeded in their sinister plans, resulting in a tragedy not very different from the horrors of Nazi Germany. Reflect on 2016 and ask yourself how many journalists, writers, sports people, or even politicians wholeheartedly supported our government and soldiers in their efforts against cross-border terrorism. Ever thought of one? You know the gist. Some individuals, even today, audaciously label the Kargil war as a particular party's war. Ironically, despite numerous pieces of evidence against their claims, they have even chosen to back the pro-Hamas brigade due to their appeasement tactics. Undeniably, our foreign policy and military strategies have evolved, but this transformation is insufficient if we can't control the threats within our own borders. You don't need a PhD in geopolitics to understand the gravity of incidents like the Red Fort vandalism and the Northeast Delhi riots on our global image. As former CDS General Bipin Rawat aptly put it, we are fighting a 2.5 front war. Our soldiers are more than capable of handling the external fronts. But for the internal front, we must unite and stay vigilant, much like Israel. Only then can we hope to compete with their legacy of valor. In a world fraught with challenges and external threats, our nation's greatest strength should be its unity. We must look to the shining example of Israel and learn from their unwavering resolve in times of adversity. Whether it's combating terrorism, preserving national integrity, or standing up to justice, unity is our greatest weapon. We must ensure that our nation stands together in the face of any crisis, just as Israel has done, proving that unity is the bedrock of a nation's strength and resilience.